Hey, how y'all doing? Listen, I know it's been a minute. It's crazy. It's been a long time, honestly. It's been almost a year since I've last vlogged, I think. Maybe not. I might be lying. It feels like it's been almost a year because I don't remember the last thing I vlogged. The last thing I remember vlogging was when we first moved here, which was back in November, and it's about to be October. So anyways, hi. I'm gonna try to come back, okay? I figured I couldn't just jump right into a vlog. I needed to give you guys a little update on life because a lot has happened since I have seen you guys last. So let's go through all the things that are going on in my life. Sadie is no longer with us, so we actually had to put her down back in December. She was diagnosed with cancer. When we first moved here, I noticed that she had been limping on her back leg a lot, and she just wasn't like putting pressure on it. It just seemed to bother her a lot. It started to swell also, like her ankle got really swollen, and I was like, that's like weird. And I was like, I asked Jacob, I was like, does this ankle look more swollen than the other? And he's like, yeah, it does. And I was like, that's so weird. So we ended up taking her to the vet. They were like, you know, normally when we see something like this, we think like torn ACL, but they were like, she seems to be okay. So like maybe she just kind of like sprained something, like just give her a little bit to heal. You know, they gave her some pain medication or like an anti-inflammatory, I don't know what it was, but they gave her some medication for it. And I feel like it maybe might have helped the pain a little bit, but like nothing was happening. Like she wasn't getting better. If anything, she was getting worse. The second time we took her to the vet, I had to drop her off so they could do like labs on her. They wanted to do like x-rays and stuff, so they just had me drop her off in the morning and come get her later on. And so Jacob was on his way home from work, and so I was like, hey, can you like go pick her up? So he went and picked her up, brought her home, and I was not expecting the news whatsoever. It was like such a shock. But yeah, he was just like, you know, she's got cancer. And I was like, what? Like, I was like, you're joking. Like, he likes to do this type of thing to me sometimes. Like, he'll, you know, come home and be like, oh yeah, she's got cancer. And then I'm like, huh? And he's like, no, I'm just kidding, you know. But no, he was serious. And like at first I thought he was joking. It took me a minute. I was like, nah, like no, but for real, like what's wrong? And he was like, no, like she has cancer. And I was like, oh, like she has cancer. So yes, we could have put her on chemo, but the vet said that that would really only guarantee her like maybe another 6 months to a year of life, and she would just not be living her best life on chemo, and they would also have to amputate her back leg. So we just decided to put her down. As painful as it was for us, we made that decision. We just felt like it'd be the best for her. Thinking about like the fact that we were gonna have to lose her was really difficult. I never thought that I was going to like be so attached to an animal, like a pet. Growing up, we had pets, and whenever we would lose one, I was just kind of like, oh well, like get another one. And I don't know if it was just different, like maybe I just didn't have that emotional connection to them like I did with Sadie. Like she was my best friend. She was there with me when Jacob deployed, before I had the boys, and like she was just my first baby. And so it really hit me harder than I expected. And then there was also the guilt of like making the decision to put her down. I was like, I hope she doesn't think that like we don't want her around and that we don't love her. Like it was so hard. It was really hard thing to do. So anyways, we have a little like shrine for Sadie up here on our bookshelf right now. So this is one of the last pictures I took with her. It's me and Kason. I was still pregnant at the time. We decided to have one last Christmas with her, and then we put her down before the new year. So yeah, Anyways, sad stuff aside, let's move on to the rest. So Ryland's 7 months old now. He is sitting up on his own. He's not quite crawling yet. Ryland has also been struggling with severe eczema lately. It started when he was about 4 months old, I think. And like I said, he's 7 months old now. It's been 3 months since he first started getting like his first little patches of eczema. And we've seen a doctor so many times, and we finally just yesterday got some relief for him. His eczema started showing up, and I was like, okay, like I'm familiar with this. Kason had eczema, my sister has eczema, Jacob has eczema. I'm familiar with eczema, right? And so I was like, okay, Aquaphor, just keep it moisturized, blah blah blah, all that good stuff. It was not going away. Nothing was working. I went and purchased hydrocortisone to put on it because I was like, okay, they prescribed this to Kason when he had eczema. I can put this on him. It'll help it go away. It did not. It didn't help it. So then I was like, okay, we need to go see a doctor because they need to prescribe him something stronger. Because I remember with Kason, they did give him a different type of topical steroid, and that one really helped for him. So I was like, okay, we'll get this and then it'll help, right? So we go, we take him, they prescribe him the medication. They're just like, you know, just keep it moisturized. So we go home, we do all the things, right? Still not working, not responding to the topical steroid. So we're on vacation in Texas, and it's just getting so bad. It's weeping, it's red, it's swollen, it's inflamed. It's like really, really bad. And let me see, I might have some pictures to show you guys. And so we ended up going to an urgent care there because I was like, maybe it's infected. Maybe that's why it's not healing. They ended up prescribing him some antibiotics because they did say it looked a little bit infected. So I was like, okay, perfect. Like, this is what's gonna heal him. No. It started to look like it was going to, and then it just stopped healing and it went back to getting bad again. So there was no more infection, but it was still not good. So if you see on his face there, look at his cute little face, he's got some eczema there, and he that's like sort of how it started out, was just like a few little patches here and there. It looked like this. It wasn't anything like too bad. And then when we were in Texas, his eczema started to look like it got really bad. So anyways, eventually we go to the doctor again because I'm like, it's still not healing. It's not responding to the topical steroids, and they refer us to a dermatologist. So we go to the dermatologist and they're like, yep, we can give you Dupixent, which is like a, it's an injection that they get. And they use it to treat like a few different things. Like they use it for asthma, they use it for nasal polyps, they use it for eczema, and it's just for like severe cases of those things though. Like not everyone can qualify for it. So we did have to wait a full month after that appointment because he had just gotten his 6-month vaccinations, and they wanted to wait for that to like kick into his immune system before doing this. So we did that. Yesterday was his appointment for his injection. He got his first injection, and so hopefully he's gonna be doing a lot better. Also, I had to cut dairy out of my diet because that was another thing I forgot to mention. At one of the appointments, they did do labs on him, and because they were like, we want to see if it's like an allergy possibly that's also making it worse. They tested him for cow's milk protein because that's like a really common one in babies, and that came back that he does have a lot of antibodies for that in his system, meaning he probably does have an allergy or sensitivity to it. So I've cut dairy out of my diet completely because he is breastfed, and it has been not really a struggle, but it's just like I can't enjoy some of the like things that I want to enjoy, like crumble cookie. Their weekly lineup this week is like, so once a week. So you know, RIP, but that's okay, because like, do I need it? No. Do I want it? Yeah. Okay, here is Rai. He is 7 months old. He just turned 7 months old last week, or this weekend? I don't remember. It was like Friday maybe. I don't even know what day it is anymore, but yeah. He's 7 months old. He's a big old boy. He's a cutie baby, huh? Kayson's also about to be 4 next month, which is insane. Like, these boys are growing so fast and it's crazy. I feel like I was just pregnant and now he's already 7 months old. He also has so much hair, kind of, because if you can see over here, he has lost a lot of it. Oh, what? I'm sorry, I pointed out your hairline. He lost a lot of it due to the cradle cap and his scalp eczema. Also, his hair naturally goes to the right. Like, it just, like, I don't even know how to explain it. It doesn't, Kayson's just goes whichever way you push it. His is like slicked that way, like it's stuck like a cowlick, I guess. Also, if you're wondering where Kayson is at, he's actually at school / ABA. He started going to ABA therapy and he does school there as well, so I just call it school. He's at school. He's there for like 6 hours every day, and he is loving it. He always asks to go play with his therapist, and he also goes to OT, occupational therapy, and he does that once a week for like an hour, and he loves his therapist. He's always asking to go play with her too. He's been going to OT for a while now. He started back in April and he's just been doing so well. He's hitting a lot of the milestones and like goals that they had for him, so that's really good. We made some new ones for him because, like I said, he like accomplished all the other ones. And then as far as ABA, he just started that one like 2 weeks ago, so, and he's also really loving ABA. Also, potty training, we started potty training him and he's doing pretty good with that. He's still not like fully potty trained, but he does pretty good. So those are the like big major life updates, I feel like. I don't think that there's really anything else. We don't have a whole lot going on here. Hi. It's just me at home with the kids most of the time, running errands, cleaning the house, doing, you know, mom things, stay-at-home wife things. And Jacob goes to work and goes away for training, and that's pretty much it. Nothing new in our lives. Also, if you guys didn't know, I post more on like my TikTok. I don't post a whole lot over there, but I do post a lot more over there than I do on YouTube. So if you guys are curious, you can go check out my TikTok and see what I've been up to over there. But I do want to get back to YouTube. I think I want to do at least like one vlog a week, possibly. We'll see how it goes, but yeah, just do like a vlog where I just take you throughout my week. It'll be a weekly vlog. So anyways, that's all for the life update. If you guys have any questions for me, if you're curious about anything that's going on in my life, then you can ask me below and I'll answer them in the next video. So I'll see you guys in the next video. Hopefully I can post a weekly vlog for you guys, and I'm super excited to get back to vlogging.